up, guys? It is Carly here, and this video is going to be a little bit different. It's kind of random, really, but it's just some stuff that I kind of wanted to talk about because recently I've just been thinking, and I always kind of put on this sort of jokey, quirky personality thing whenever I'm on podcasts or in group pages or even in my videos. I know that I act a little bit derpy and things like that, and some of that stuff I can't change. That's literally just my personality. But with that being said, I feel like some people probably don't really know how I am as a person, and they might get the wrong idea just because they only know me as this person on the internet. So this video is just kind of to say, first of all, some thank yous to people in the group pages who have become my friend over time, because I really do appreciate that, and I think you're all awesome, and I have a lot of fun in this horror community, so I'm really grateful to be a part of it. But I also want to kind of just apologize a little bit for maybe coming off the wrong way, I suppose, because like I said, I put on this derpy personality, and of course JP is one of my best friends, and he's a very outgoing person. He says he isn't, but he really is. He's more extroverted than I am or ever will be, and he is just a very social person. I feel like people probably think that I'm the same way. They kind of probably assume that just because we do hang out all the time and we get along and we like a lot of the same things. But in reality, guys, I am a very shy girl, and I've been that way my entire life since I was, as long as I can remember. I could, way back to preschool, I can remember being a very shy kid, and while I'm not nearly as bad as I was back then I still do struggle with sort of making conversation. I've never had trouble really making friends because a lot of people always tend to be drawn to me for whatever reason, even though I don't really do much talking. It seems like a lot of people would just find interest in me, probably because I am kind of a quirky, weird person. So I've always made friends in that aspect, but when it comes to conversation, I've never really been too good at it, and that kind of brings me to my apologies to certain people who have asked me to do podcasts, especially recently, because at the start of the year I was on 22 shots, and my confidence was kind of built a little higher, and I kind of got out of my shell a little bit and was guesting on a bunch of podcasts and starting up a few new ones and all that type of stuff. I was saying yes to everything and just meeting new people, and it was great. But recently I find that I'm kind of diving back into that shy state of mind, and I think it's because I really haven't done as much now as I had a few months back. So whenever people ask me to do stuff, I kind of get this sort of anxiety attack, like not really an anxiety attack, but just that small sinking feeling in my stomach, if that makes any sense, because I just have this fear of meeting new people and talking to people and looking like a total idiot, especially when it comes to guesting on podcasts that I've never done before, or maybe making new ones and things like that. Even with the people that I have talked to before, I'm finding that I am just, for some reason, I'm just very much falling back into where I was before for some reason. And I feel like people do kind of roller coaster with stuff like that, but that's kind of where I am right now. And I'm not saying that I am blowing people off necessarily, because for the most part, when people have asked me to do stuff recently, I have had other commitments, or I just haven't had the time. But there were a few times where I probably could have fit in like the movie and also recorded with people, and I just chose not to, just because that anxiety did kind of kick in, and that fear of going on and not knowing what to say or how to make a conversation kind of kicked in as well. So just wanted to kind of say sorry for that to anyone that this might affect. Like I said, it's not that I'm saying that I've blown a bunch of people off or anything like that, because I do really want to participate in more stuff, and I do enjoy doing it, but initially I always just get this fear inside me, and I feel like that probably will never really go away. I still kind of get that way when I record with JP, honestly, which is ridiculous because we do know each other in real life and we're fine in real life, but the idea of recording and sort of trying to entertain people and remember things about movies and stuff like that just kind of gets to me and gets me all fearful and things like that, when really it shouldn't, because I know you're supposed to just be having fun. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to explain that a little bit, that I am in reality a very shy person, even though I may come off as being a little more outgoing on the internet, and I'm always willing to comment on stuff, and obviously I do fine with my YouTube videos, which is miraculous, I must say. It took me a long time to get to this point of just talking to a camera and hoping that someone might be listening on the other end, because to me, for the longest time, even that was a weird concept and something that I was never able to do unless I had a friend or someone else in the video with me. I just have trouble really talking to myself, essentially, so that in itself is a big upgrade for me to be able to make videos like this and things like that. But with that being said, like I said, I am shy. I do get anxiety from time to time, and I do try to hide that, I guess, sometimes. I don't like to be too open about it or anything like that, because I know not everyone wants to hear that. It's not like we're in some depression group or anything, like depression, anxiety group or anything like that. We're in these horror groups and we're doing podcasts and we're having a fun time, but I just wanted to put that out there to any of the friends that I have made on the group pages or YouTube or anything like that, just to sort of explain myself, essentially, because like I said, I do kind of put on this quirky personality, especially when I'm with JP and his videos and things like that. I do try to be funny, and I do like to make people laugh and entertain them, but this is kind of more of the real me, so I'm sorry if I seem standoffish to anyone when they thought that maybe I was not going to necessarily be that way, but that's just kind of who I am as a person. And yeah, kind of rambling at this point, but yeah, just wanted to put that out there, guys. Thank you to anyone who is listening, and yeah, stay awesome, everybody. See you later.